My guest today, I have a couple of them. I've got Rob Wolf from Wolf Financial Advisory, as well as Chris Britton from New Heights, and we've got some great things to talk about. Let's talk about something that Wolf is doing. Rob, you've been doing this since last year now, the Charity of the Month. I got to ask you first, how did the last one go? That one went pretty well, eh?
Yeah, Southwest Michigan Community Action Center. We did a matching grant promotion
Hmm.
with the community. We threw out the challenge for $15,000 originally, and the community not only responded, but when I got there on Friday, we had already hit the goal. And since I was going to be there all afternoon, I
Hmm.
figured we got to raise the stakes. So we raised the stakes to $22,500. The community and local businesses responded, and we were able to raise $45,000 during that Stuff a Truck campaign. So we're really excited to have been part of that
Hmm.
and to help foster that community giving
Yeah.
during a time where we're all thinking about food necessity and the issues surrounding that. So it was a great campaign.
So let's lay the groundwork on the Charity of the Month campaign. Why did you guys start this, and why did you guys think it was so important that, of course, we know giving back to the community is important, but why'd you say, well, we need to get the word out about some great organizations?
Well, part of my strategic planning that I do, also I belong to a organization called C12. It's a business group of 12 Christian business owners. And part of our overall financial planning that we do as our business is how can we have a impact in our community through a ministry. And we're a financial services firm, so we handle money. So we've been very blessed with the clients that we've received, and because of that, we have the revenue that we can give back to other organizations. And we felt part of our ministry could be to highlight other charities in the area that where they may not have all the exposure that they would otherwise like. So let's buy them some radio time and things like that to give them some love so people in the community know about all the good works that they're doing. So this is part of our ministry that we're doing to support other ministries and charities in the community.
I love that you're doing that, and we'll talk with Chris here in just a moment as the featured charity of the month. But Rob, if people want to contribute and also learn more about not only this featured charity of the month, but anytime you guys have a new one that comes up and they want to get more information, where's the place for us to find that?
Just go to our website at wolfadvisoryservices.com. There's a spot right on our homepage that you could go right to our charity of the month. You can also find it right under the resources tab on our website. But you'll not only see Chris's charity that we'll be talking about today, but also all the other charities that we have sponsored over the last 12 months.
And as we said, Chris Britton is joining us, and he's with New Heights Christian Community Development Association, or CCDA. Chris, we want to know more about your organization. There's a lot of great things that you guys are doing. So tell me about New Heights CCDA.
Yeah, so New Heights is really we've got our hands in a lot of different places. But really, to sum it up, we are working in the realm of transportation, so helping people gain or maintain employment through access to reliable transportation. Food, we're addressing food scarcity through our community food network program. And then the other thing that we're getting ready to bring online this spring is the laundry hub. And that falls underneath kind of our community development work. So we kind of have these programs that are intended at serving the entire community at large. But then we also have this kind of focus on helping a particular part of our community, and that
Mhm.
part of our community is Benton Heights,
Okay.
where we're working on, you know, uh, helping the people who are living there have access to the resources that they need to thrive. And so the Laundry Hub is certainly a part of that. The Laundry Hub actually, that whole concept and need for a laundromat, that came from just simply listening to the community. The community told us years ago that that was a need for them. And then that idea grew and snowballed into what is now becoming the Laundry Hub.
How long has this organization been serving Southwest Michigan community?
So New Heights was founded in 2017. It was actually birthed out of the work that First Church of God was doing. Prior to New Heights coming around, it was the First Church Cars Ministry, which has evolved into the New Heights Auto Ministry. And Community Food Network at the time was also under the umbrella of the church. And those ministries were growing, and we saw that the need was much bigger than what the church could even possibly sustain. And so we said, let's spin these out into their own separate 501c3, and hence that's where New Heights was born.
Yeah. And as you mentioned, it started as looking at those needs in the community, and it's evolved over the number of years to really help those different areas and different aspects of life, but also in certain parts of the different communities, so that you can see those. Where's the need? How do we help? How do we bridge that gap?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, one of the greatest areas of growth that we've seen is in the auto ministry. So back when we started, we were celebrating when we were able to assist 10 people in a single year. Because at that time we were only doing it with volunteers. We were only providing vehicles. Actually, that's something that we just kind of stumbled into, honestly. There was a guy at First Church, Roger Herbstreet. He owns Blue Lake Auto, a very reputable mechanic in our community. And he just had this idea of like, you know what? I just want to use my skills to help give back to the community. And so that's where the Cars Ministry was born. And then as we started to do it more, and then as we got more ingrained in the community and plugged into different community organizations, we actually learned, we didn't know this at the time, that transportation was a often cited number one barrier to people getting employment. So then we said, okay, well, maybe we need to start thinking about doing repairs. And then how do we do more repairs? How can we help more than 25 people a year? And so right now, we just celebrated helping, I think, like over 250 people in this last year. And that's equated to like $300,000 put back into the community, whether it's in the services that we've given away and the economic benefit that the households that have received our services that they've received from that. We actually, as we've studied the impact of our work, after someone gets a vehicle repair from us or gets a vehicle from us, their average household income goes up by $1,400 a year. Now, for some, that may not seem like much, but for some people, that's what pushes them over the brink of the survival budget in our community and allows them to sustain themselves.
We're talking about the Wolf Financial Charity of the Month. You can find it at wolffinancialadvisory.com. If you want to go check that out and learn more, go check out the website, find the link right there. Rob, when you and your team decided, hey, let's make this our new Charity of the Month, what made you guys decide that, hey, let's go with New Heights?
Well, part of our strategy is also to support charities that people involved in my firm are strong believers of.
Sure.
And we have a financial advisor by the name of Joe Green, who is part of my team, and he's very aware and has supported New Heights in the past. And he came to me and shared, hey, this would be a great organization to spotlight. And so whether it comes from clients that share with me organizations that they belong in or team members, that's where we get our ideas, because I have personally been introduced to a lot of great organizations that I didn't even know existed. And this is the reason why we're doing this, right? To get more information out there to the community, say, hey, these services are available. If you're in need, check these places out, because that's our overall goal, to lift everyone up at the same time. And so we're really happy to be focusing on New Heights here today.
wolfadvisoryservices.com and check out Charity of the Month. Chris, when you got that phone call or email or text or however it was when you got notified that, hey, this is going to happen and we're going to do something to not only spread the word about the great work that you guys are doing, but also in the end, we're going to give a financial contribution to you guys. What went through your mind? What did you say?
I just continue to be blown away at the generosity of this community as a whole. And again, actually, the reverse is true. I've been aware of Wolf Financial Services, have heard of them, but I wasn't aware that they were necessarily doing this program. And again, it's just so encouraging when I see people, especially leveraging business marketplace tactics to serve those in need. I think it's just such a wonderful thing. And again, just I mean, for me, I'm a person of faith. And again, everything we do at New Heights is rooted in our Christian values, but just really feeling like just so blessed that Wolf had chosen us, and what a blessing that is too, because at the end of the day, these resources are going to equip us to continue to help the community and serve those in need, which is what we exist to do. But as I've often heard said, no margin, no mission, right? It costs us money. I mean, providing, and again, it's just the easiest thing to wrap our heads around. The automotive services or the auto ministry, that's a really, really expensive ministry to run because it requires skilled labor. And so we have to pay competitive rates for our technicians, and they deserve that because they're highly skilled in what they do. And as we all know, even if you work on your own cars, auto parts are not cheap. And through the auto ministry, we give away the parts at half of our cost because that's what people can afford. And even that's a stretch for them sometimes. And so again, it's just so encouraging when I got that email. And again, just continuing to be just so impressed with our community as a whole. But again, super impressed with Wolf Financial and Rob and his team for thinking of us, but also just their generosity to leverage their platform and to give back. It just makes you feel great to be a part of this community.
It's communities coming together too. It's communities of people that Rob and his team knows, and bringing you in to say, hey, let's spread the word about what's going on. And it's just a really great thing that you guys are doing. And if people want to learn more and not only learn more about the charity of the month, but also if they want to contribute in any amount that they'd like, how do they go about doing that again, Rob?
Just visit our webpage at wolffinancialservices.com. Homepage, there's a link right there to our resource center that we highlight our charity of the month recipients, and you'll see New Heights right there. You can read all about them and go directly to their webpage and donate directly there.
Wonderful. It's all right there, wolfadvisoryservices.com. Check it out. But thank you guys so much for spending some time with me. Rob, thank you for your team for putting this together and getting this information out there. And Chris, thank you for all the great work that you guys are doing with New Heights CCDA.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.